Nothing screams unprofessionalism like being asked about what you do and then you go, my name is Francis and I design. I'm a designer. So the thing I design is I do product design. No, no, no. That is not going to be you. We're going to fix that in this video because as a freelancer or a business person, you often find yourself in situations where you have a brief moment to make a lasting impression on potential clients. Crafting the perfect elevator pitch beforehand is key to success in these situations. An elevator pitch is a concise and compelling summary of who you are, what you do, and the value you offer. It's called an elevator pitch because it should be so simple and straight to the point that you can deliver it in the time it takes to ride an elevator, typically around 30 seconds to 2 minutes. If you stick with me to the end of the video, you will have 4 templates with real-world examples to help you master this essential skill. So approach number 1, the one-sentence pitch. This is the simplest, the most common, and possibly the most effective way to draft your elevator pitch. The idea is to condense the long story you might typically have on your About Us page on your website into one sentence. Here is the universal template to help you do this. I help X achieve Y by doing Z. X represents your target audience, Y represents the value that you offer, and Z represents how you deliver the value. Here is an example. My name is Francis and I help music artists and producers achieve their dream of creating hit songs by providing them my decade of experience as a singer, songwriter, and vocal sample creator. Tell me you didn't like that. Here's another one for my alter ego. I'm Francis and I help freelancers and business owners take their business to the next level with insights and coaching on my various channels, sharing my wealth of experience as a freelancer and an entrepreneur myself. In these 2 examples created from the templates, you know my name, who my services are designed for, what I do for my target audience, and how exactly I deliver this value. Even if you create your elevator pitch using the other 3 templates I'm about to share with you, you still need to have a one-sentence speech because you may not always have the time to pitch for more than a couple of seconds, and whenever such a situation arises, you will be prepared. Make sure to memorize your one-sentence speech. It's one sentence after all. It's designed to be memorized like a slogan or a mantra. Approach number 2 is the problem-solution approach. The problem-solution approach focuses on identifying a common pain point your potential clients may have and presenting your services as the ideal solution. The template is X is faced with Y, I do Z to solve it. X representing your target audience, Y representing the problem that they are faced with, and Z represents what you do and how you help them solve the problem. Here is an example. Many businesses struggle with creating engaging content for their online presence. And in this day and age, great content is king. In fact, if you don't create great content consistently, your business is almost doomed to fail. I provide professional research-based content writing services that captivates your target audience and boosts your online presence. My expertise ensures that your message resonates with the right audience and drives results. You see how from the beginning of the pitch, I went straight into the problem, highlighting how important content is and how businesses are doomed without it. And in the second part, I talk about what I do to solve the problem. That's the long and short of this one. Now, approach number 3 is the success story approach. The success story approach leverages real-world examples of how your service have made a positive impact on previous clients. And the template is very simple: success story plus client benefit. Here's an example. I helped a startup increase their website traffic by 50% within 3 months through strategic content creation. And the benefit part would be, I can do the same for your business. My content strategies are proven to deliver results. Of course, your story should not be that short with so little detail unless you're pressed for time. I just don't want this video to be unnecessarily long. But the idea is to tell a short, possibly verifiable story of your greatest success, highlighting your client's problem, how maybe they tried many different things that failed, and finally how you help them ultimately fix the problem. Since this is a story-based template, you have a bit more leeway in terms of time. But then again, be conscious to not let your story exceed 2 minutes. Now, moving on to the 4th and final one, this approach is the unique selling proposition approach, or the USP approach. The USP approach mainly focuses on what makes your service stand out from the competition. The template is also very simple. I have X thing that most people don't have. where X represents something unique that you have. Here's an example. Unlike many other songwriters and music producers, I studied music so I can read and write sheet music. I also learned from my dad, who is also a musician. From the age of 15, I was already creating music with him and going on shows and tours around the world when we are not creating. With my experience of the world, I have a unique ability to blend different genres to create truly original music. So with my service, you will get music that not only reflects your vision, but also stands out in a crowded market. That entire story was made up, by the way. My father cannot hold a note to save his life, and I don't know anything about sheet music. But you get the idea. This is easily somebody's story, and oftentimes people will leave out these unique things that could instantly make their pitch 10 times more juicy and interesting to anyone who's listening. The trick is to think of your unfair advantages and what you might possess that very few people in your industry can boast of having. Crafting the perfect elevator pitch is a skill that every freelancer and business person should master. Ideally, you want to have at least two versions, the one sentence pitch and another longer form pitch for when you have more time or someone asks for something more detailed. That's where the problem, solution, success story, and unique selling proposition methods and templates come to play. Your pitch should also be tailored to specific needs and interests of your audience at every given point in time, and practice it until it flows naturally and it doesn't feel like something you memorized. Also, there's nothing stopping you from combining principles from these different templates to create one killer elevator pitch. If you like content like this that covers topics around freelancing, business, personal finance, productivity, then this is the family for you. Consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.